Welcome back to the catalogues of I'd never make any commentary videos on YouTubers anymore unless they've done something really terrible and it really genuinely pisses me off to my bone. Today's installment, ding-a-ling-a-ling, it's MiniLadd. Oh, can't swear in the first minute. So for any of you who don't know what's going on, you may have seen some videos about MiniLadd popping up in your recommended and stuff. MiniLadd is a YouTuber who had over or almost 6 million subscribers and is now around, I think, 5.5, maybe even 4.5. I can't remember. It's 0.5. It's dropping every day. This will be outdated. This is what it was on the day I recorded. This is what it was on the day I edited. It will be different when you go and search for it now. And that's for good reason. MiniLadd has recently come under criticism, to put it fucking lightly, because he has been accused and admitted to doing and talking about some pretty fucked up stuff with some of his underage fans. Fans is bad. Underage is very worse. Admitting to kind of breaks the bar. Now I'm not going to go into the details of this because I don't, as much as this is a serious video, I don't want to bring the mood too down. I know it can be triggering for some people because it's, you know, for obvious reasons. All I'm going to say is that he was messaging underage fans while he was in a relationship as well, just to add a little bit more shithousery to it, giving them questionable compliments. I think even planning to meet up with one of them apparently, and it's all weird. Adding to all the other YouTubers who got outed for stuff during COVID, like Cry. MiniLadd was just another icing on the awful person cake. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about what he did. Instead, I'm going to talk about what happened after, what is still happening after, and the one blaring fucking thing about his responses, his, if you can even call them responses, his going forward after this, and all this stuff that has just really rubbed me the wrong way and was the thing that broke it for me. Obviously, all the horrible shit before was terrible, and I was like, okay, fuck this guy, because he admitted to it. I need to keep saying that. There's no allegedly in this. He admitted to it all, but it's just this. It's just what he's been doing after. It's just really irked me. Okay, first of all, I'm going to read out his response and his admittal to what he did that he posted on Twitter. Not onto YouTube, you know, where most of his audience would be, but on Twitter, well, the accusations were, and everyone already knew about it. So yeah. Here we go. Like I said, this is response number 1, by the way. Response number 1. There's 2 of these. This one's in black mode. Second one's in light mode on his phone. Just so you can tell the 2 apart. Hi everyone. Many of you are probably aware by now of the allegations that recently made online about my behaviour a few years ago. I've read through everything that was said and shared, understand how unacceptable my actions were. I take full responsibility for the inappropriate texts and messages I sent. I regret having said or sent anything that made anyone uncomfortable or upset. Yeah, to put it lightly, my dear. I'm truly and deeply sorry for what I did. I absolutely should have done what was necessary at the time, and that was seeking professional help, whereas that my actions were completely unacceptable and working to change my behaviours from the inside out. So far, already pisses me off. But we should also mention, a few years ago, what he likes to do in his responses is act as if I did this horrible thing. I've realised this horrible thing. So I'm telling you, I'm outing myself. I'm telling everyone, oh, I'm such a bad person. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it. A few years ago, man. A few years ago. So what has actually happened is that these allegations have come out on Twitter, and that's why you've addressed them. No, that's wrong. Because these allegations have been on Twitter for a while now. I remember seeing something about it a year or 2 ago. I wasn't fully sure if it was real because no one was really talking about it. A couple of people were, and it was him complimenting one of the girls about her chest area. Again, I think she was 16 or 17. He was definitely in his 20s. Okay, I was wrong. According to many sources, she was 14. So not 16 or 17, she was 14. So that's not looking good for Craig. You can't even argue he didn't know the age, because you'd know if someone was 14. Nothing came out then. He didn't respond then. The reason you've responded, man, is because everyone now knows, and it's blew up, and you can't continue with your YouTube career without acknowledging it. There's no possible fucking way that you can pretend that you haven't seen the allegations, because you were trending on Twitter, people are atting it and spamming it in your YouTube comments and your Twitter replies, so you have to acknowledge the fact that you've seen it. Anyway, going on to what this video is about. I know, right? It's not about that. Can you fucking believe it? Moving forward, I fully commit to working on myself, including going to therapy, rethinking and changing some of my life's choices, and personally apologizing to the other harmed. I know it's hard to believe, and I totally get it. I haven't given you a reason to trust me, and I know I need to earn it, but that's on me to prove to you. I know there's no right in my wrongs here, and I want to express again how sorry I am to the people I've hurt and the fans I've let down. I have a long road of personal searching ahead of me, so that's my focus now. I'll be back when the time is right. Take care of yourselves. Craig, fuck yourself. What he's essentially done is he's spun this. He's gone, hey, it's a really horrible thing. This really, by the way, probably in a lot of places, illegal thing. Probably in most places, let's be fucking fair. I've scarred a lot of these girls. I've probably made sex and relationships a lot harder for a lot of these girls going forward because they were young and they've been manipulated by me, and it's kind of been ruined for them. Some of them probably need to go to therapy themselves, but I'm going to say sorry. Couple of years later, and I'm going to go to therapy myself. Big YouTube man, big wealthy YouTube man who probably already goes to therapy. I'm pretty sure we said that in a video, he might not have done. I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm gonna work on myself. Yeah, okay. It's very subtle here, so I understand if you don't know where I'm coming from. But what he's doing here is he's using mental health and depression and struggles as a get out. He's not saying it's okay because I have mental health problems, or he's not saying you can't criticize me because I have mental health issues, but he's subtly implying it here at least. It gets less subtle as it goes on, I promise you. And he's using it as almost a defense. And it's disgusting. This was not what the YouTubers in YouTube Rewind 2018 said when they said they're so proud of this community, Craig. So, we're gonna go on to the second reply. This is on June 25th, by the way, and he's still doing shit. August 12th now, second reply, the white reply. Hi everyone, hope you've all been good. Those girls I messaged, how are you holding up? For the last month and a half, I headed back to Northern Ireland and been with family, focusing on bettering myself. It's been a crazy year. Fuck yeah, a little bit. For all of us, and I need to take time away to work on my mental health. I got myself into therapy. There you go, it is. And being back surrounded by my family had been exactly what I needed. What he needed. You're not a victim here, dude. You're the predator. He's going to help. Do you realize that therapy is what the girls need that you've been messaging? Therapy is what Sammy probably needs if all the accusations of how you treated her in the end of the relationship are true. Therapy is not what the predator needs. It's like if someone stabbed somebody in London and they obviously got punched back because they were attacking someone and they were defending themselves, and then the person who did the stabbing, because he was really fucking wealthy, went, yeah, I'm sorry that I stabbed people, shouldn't have done it, even though it was 2 years ago, but I didn't. I've been zipped since then, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital and get my wounds sorted out. Fuck them, they can do what they want, whatever, they can sort them out. But I need to heal my wounds, because it's really affected my health, knowing that I stabbed that poor granny to death. Fucking hell, man. One important part of this ongoing journey has been unplugging from everything, taking a step back from the internet. Being in Los Angeles so far away from my family had taken its toll on me. Again, he's talking about how much he's been affected, how he needs to unplug because he's been harassed online because of people calling him a paedophile and a fucking predator. I'd feel worse for you if they were insults, but they're not, because they're fucking accurate. This whole process has been an emotional journey, but a necessary and eye-opening one, and I look forward to continuing down this path to a better and happier me. I want to say thank you to all my fans who've been sending me supportive messages. I'm forever grateful to all of you. You hurt me more than you know. Thank you to the fans who didn't leave me. I know some of you left me. Thank you for staying with me. And there's more responses. He came back to YouTube after this. He came back to YouTube, and in the first video he had on YouTube, he had this intro. Okay, so back when I first recorded this video, and I was talking about this clip, I was originally intending, when I was editing, to include the whole clip, the whole intro that he did to this Minecraft video, but it seems like I forgot that he rambles on for 4.5 fucking minutes about fucking stupid shit about where he is, and again about him trying to say about how sad he is. And just in case you're wondering, I'm not going to show the whole clip because I've decided I'm just going to show highlights that shows what a disgusting person he is. He never once acknowledges the accusations. He never once acknowledges why he actually took a break from the internet. He just kind of says other reasons, which might be real, but I think it's pretty obvious that that is not the whole reason he took a break. He rambles on for so fucking long about useless shit, never once mentions what actually happened. as if he's trying to hide it from his audience. Well, isn't that strange? So yeah, I'm just going to show little bits. If you want to go see the whole thing, go ahead, but I'd recommend use AdBlock.
Hi! How's it going? First thing you probably notice is the background. I'm back in my old studio. For the last month or so, you may have noticed that I've been away. I've been back at my parents' place. I went on this mental health journey. I realized that there's a lot going on in the world. And I know I just need to step away, and I know I just need to take care of myself. My mental just took a turn for the worse, and I know I needed to get back. I needed to be around the ones who I love. I wanted to work on myself, my mental health journey. I got myself into therapy for the last month, and it's been incredible. It really has. This has been something that I've been putting off for years because I wanted to make sure work was okay, and I kept up with work, and I just put myself on the back burner. I'm back in Northern Ireland. I'm back with familiar. I'm back with the Coke curtains, for those of you who remember that. Which, by the way, awful curtains. This has been the place that I call home. I know I just left all of a sudden, but I needed to do something about me. And I never took time to work on me, and it's been lovely to be able to talk and just let everything out and just breathe. If you want me to be real and honest, I haven't been happy with myself for a while. I think being a YouTuber is the best job I could ever ask for, and I absolutely love what I do, but it got to the point where I was so focused on making sure that my channel was good and the videos came out. YouTube and being a creative as a whole, this career can leave you at any time. I was so focused on making sure that you guys were good and you guys were happy that I never checked myself. And my mental state admittedly has deteriorated for admittedly quite a while now. My parents got a new dog called Ben. Ben has been incredible. You know, I've come to the realization that no one is ever perfect. As long as you know that no one is perfect and no one will ever be perfect, and the more you realize that, the better you're gonna be.
I realize in this intro to the video, he doesn't acknowledge what he did. Instead, he acknowledges, hey, I'm back with my family because I was unhappy away, and I've been bettering myself, and my mental health has been taking a toll. Again, using mental health as this guard, like, you know, you can't insult me and you can't say I've done wrong because I have mental health problems. I am struggling with depression or whatever it is. He doesn't specify. No, you can still be criticized for what you did. I know he's not blatantly saying it, but he fucking might as well be. And it's the same thing as people who do fake accusations, just to a lesser degree. Doing this really adds less credibility to the people who generally have mental health problems on YouTube. I'm sure maybe MiniLadd does have depression. Maybe he does have struggles going on that we can't see. But we're not going to feel sympathy for you when you've caused probably similar side effects on these people you've been messaging. I can't feel bad for you getting hurt if you've hurt other people. So stop bringing up the fact that you've been hurt. Hurt isn't the right word, but you know what I'm saying. And he's still uploading videos, by the way. He did upload a video before the tsunami one, but it got deleted, probably because the backlash was so bad. You might see, oh, but it's clearing the air. So he admitted to what he did on YouTube. No, let's watch the video, shall we? What he does in this video, I don't dislike many videos. I dislike this one. And 103,000 other people did. This is not an apology video. This is what the title says. Clearing the air. Because you see, when accusations come out, because it's the internet, no matter how true 90% of the accusations will be, there will be a couple other people who will make it sound worse than it is, or who will be misinformed. And so what Mini has done in this video is he's really somehow still managed to avoid what he did and still managed to not say what he did. Instead, he tells us what he didn't do.
I want to talk about a lot of the rumors that are out there and debunk some of them too. The first thing that I wanted to talk about with these allegations is I've never physically met them before, nor have I physically abused anybody across the board. I want to make people aware of that because those are serious allegations and I wanted to put those rumors to bed. The next point that I wanted to bring up that I've seen is people wondering why I went back to Northern Ireland or what the reason that I went home to Northern Ireland was.
He tells us about the things people have been saying he did even though he didn't. Sorry about that. But it doesn't change the fact, again, that you still did really bad shit.
With that, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is therapy. I outlined it in my original tweet back in June at the bottom saying that I will be working on myself and I will be attending therapy from now and on into the future, and a lot of people deem that to be untrue, but I wanted to be here on record saying that since then, I have been going to therapy every single week, and I will continue to go to therapy every single week.
It feels like one of the worst ones, because it's it's just insulting. He again doesn't apologize to the people. He just explains the wrong accusations while ignoring the correct ones. Dude, he's here defending himself. These defend yourself videos work with PewDiePie when he was accused of the really bad stuff, of being a racist, of being a Nazi. He had to add context, because let's be fair, he made a joke, he didn't really do anything wrong. You, Craig, have done something wrong. Some people have the wrong idea. Sure, I get that you want to defend the things you haven't done and say, I didn't do this, but there's no point. You can't come out to looking like a good person, which is why he tries to set the video up in a way where he avoids saying what he did do, so he can come out looking like as good of a person as possible. Also, the description, hey everyone, I'm currently in the process of moving, so please excuse the background changes. No, we're not going to excuse anything, man. Okay, editing Will here. I'm going to say this out of the way. Okay, I recorded this video a long time ago. I recorded this video back in 2020. I think maybe December, early December, maybe even late November. I wasn't going to upload the video, but then I looked back on the footage and I realized, okay, no, it's still relevant. I still have important points on there and it still needs to be addressed. Except for one thing. He has since then uploaded an actual apology video. It was about a week ago at the time of me editing this currently, which is the 9th of January. It's called My Apology. YouTube even put it on trending, which is a questionable decision from them, but I'll explain why in a second. I thought it wouldn't be right for me to upload this video ignoring the apology, because then it would make it seem like I was trying to be one-sided, or I was trying to ignore that he did apologize, because when you see the video thumbnail and the title, My Apology, okay, he apologized. Let me explain why this doesn't change my viewpoint. This doesn't change the fact that he's still a shit person. This doesn't really change anything. For a few reasons, really. Number one, like I said, this video was recorded back in fucking November, let's say, because the accusations came out. Even in this video, I state it, back in July, June, the accusations came out, and he made the Twitter apology, if you can even call it that, back mid-2020. After that, he uploaded the Minecraft video where he had the beginning explaining some things about where he was and why he hadn't been there for a while. He had the chance there to apologise. As I show in this video, he's touched on every little subject he could have done, except for the allegations and except for the fact of what he did. He could have apologised then, he didn't. He could have apologised better in the 2 Twitter drafts, and like I said, I guess he did apologise a little bit in the first one, but he fucking didn't in the second one. So he's had 3 chances there. After this video, he uploaded just some regular gaming videos, which were so uncomfortable to watch, it was ridiculous, because he was trying to pull back the audience he had by being weird and being kooky, even though, like I said in this video, it's clear that he lost his editor, he lost his fucking friends, he lost the respect of all the community, and he was trying to act as if everything was normal, but it wasn't. After a few videos of this, after a few videos of full comments of people calling him a paedophile and a predator, and comments being deleted, and massive dislike bars, he then uploaded Clearing the Air, where again, he had another chance to say sorry. In that video, he again didn't, as I've shown. He then touched on the things he didn't do, which sure, he didn't do them. But when you're accused of some bad shit, people are going to hear wrong, people are going to make it sound worse. And he knew this, and he knew that if he made a video saying, I didn't do these things, people who weren't properly clocked into the situation would go, oh, he's innocent, he didn't do anything, he put it in this video. Because yeah, sure, he didn't do the things that he said he didn't do in that video, but he did do some bad shit still, but he never acknowledged that. Again, 4th chance, if you can even count that as 4, because he had tons of videos beforehand, he could have acknowledged it, but he didn't. 4 chances in 5 months at this point, maybe 4. Moving on again, he uploaded tons of videos, just acting as if everything was normal again, gaming videos, he did a challenge video, and he did some reaction videos, almost like he was trying to gain an audience from people who didn't know who he was by being the sniper wolf for thumbnails and all that kind of stuff, because he knew that his main audience didn't like him anymore, and he wanted to continue the job, so he was trying to get people who didn't know who he was and just get them from YouTube algorithm, recommended, whatever. Now we come to present day, where he's finally uploaded the apology. After all these chances, he finally did it. I would say immediately, a little bit too late, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, shall we? In this apology video, he does everything I talked about in this video up to this point. He uses a mental health defense. He talks about how he was contemplating suicide before sending those messages. Something which He might have been, and if he has been, then that's horrible. Of course it is. But this isn't relevant. If you're apologising for a wrongdoing, why is this fact relevant? It's again inadvertently putting a shield up, because then people are more uncomfortable with criticising him for what he wrongly did, and for rightfully criticising him because he's planted this little seed of that he was suicidal and he could be again. It's manipulation 101. It's ridiculous. Then also, as much as he says what he has done, he ever so slightly downplays it. Like I said in this video, the 14-year-old, I didn't even know she was 14, and I was recording this video. I was editing most of it. It wasn't until I actually went back onto Twitter to look at the screenshots during editing, I found all the people saying that she was actually 14 years old. He shows some screenshots, he doesn't show them all. He shows the ones that point him in the least bad way possible. He says he was going to kill himself, and again tries to paint the mental health defense, which is the point of the video to begin with. He also says weird things like, this isn't me. It is. Obviously he doesn't mean literally this isn't me, it's someone else, but he's saying it as if I was in a bad place, blah blah blah. If this wasn't you, why would you do it to multiple girls multiple times, and you didn't own up to it and look for help until 2 years after the fact, after the allegations were out and you were trending on Twitter and your career was already dead? Answer that, Craig. He also then says this thing, which I think paints this situation perfectly and explains everything in one statement from the man himself. He does not want to lose his YouTube career, and that's why he's been trying to ignore everything for the longest time, because this is his ideal job. This is his dream job. He doesn't want to lose this. This is why he didn't admit to the accusations when they first came out, because if he did, he would have been dead on arrival. By ignoring it for 2 years, he got another 2 years of YouTube career, another 2 years of doing Insomnia meet and greets, another 2 years of doing his own tour, having extra plaques of meeting other YouTubers, of all the YouTube money. He wouldn't have had that if he came out when he originally did the things. Morally, I think it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that's a fucked up thing to do. If you knew you've done something wrong, and you're apparently a good person, this isn't what you morally do. Also, I think it's pretty bullshit to try and claim that he needs this job now. He's been doing it, I think he even said in the video, for years, over 5. He's probably been doing it as long as me, if not longer. I've been doing it for 6, by the way. He's been successful for, I can't say the number right now in my head because I can't see it, but I've been watching him since like 2015. He's been popular since then. He's been popular for a long fucking time. He's gained millions of views. His main channel, I think, has over 1 billion views. He has a second channel which gets over 100k views a video. He has had sponsorships in his day. He has been doing streams where he'd get donations. He had his name on a fucking rugby stadium for a long time. He sold merchandise. He has money. And if he hasn't, that's his fault. He's been doing well for a long fucking time. He's been doing well financially for a long time, and he has not been struggling in any fucking sense of the word in terms of finances. And like I said, he still has tons of videos up on his channel which people who don't know who he is and don't know the situation can still watch. AdSense in a video has been up for 48 hours, no more money comes from it. It's a recurring thing. You get ads on there for as long as the video is up, as long as it hasn't been demonetized. He's fine. He doesn't need this job. He's only claiming that he does, and then he's saying that he doesn't want to lose it because he enjoys it. He enjoys the money probably, and he knows that trying to manipulate people into letting him stay because he needs the money will make people be a little bit easy on him. I've been recording this little segment. It was meant to be a little segment for almost 10 minutes, but I had a lot to say on the last apology video because some people seem to have forgiven him now he's apologised. I think it's a pretty objectively terrible thing he did. So I don't understand why people are now letting him go because he finally admitted to it half a year after the accusations came out and 2.5 years after he did the things the accusations were about. So as I'm concerned, he can't come back from this. He hasn't learned. The only thing he's learned is what to do on social media to get away with these things. I would argue that doing these things in the first place would show you're a fucked up person, not a 10-minute YouTube apology video. Doesn't mean anything. I could make an apology video. I have made a fake apology video. It's not hard. It's stressful, but you've put that stress on yourself. Anyway, I still have like 10 minutes of footage worth of this video to edit, and I've now been recording for another 10. So I need to get this video up. That's what I had to say. It's really sad because like his channel, I enjoyed this guy's content for a while. He clearly had a lot of ideas for YouTube. He has a Craig Thompson music channel, which he's never mentioned from what I've seen. It's just kind of in his like feature channel, so has no content on. So clearly he was planning on doing something like that. That's not gonna happen anymore, dude. Your career's over. You'll get a decent amount of views still, which is, oh my fucking god. I didn't realize he got over 500,000 views still. It's slowly dropping. At the moment, I think it's just people seeing how many dislikes you're getting. Eventually, people will stop caring, and your career will die out. The sad thing is, he's been on YouTube for so long, he has enough money that he can just live off of and just still make content, and it's good to get the little bits of ad revenue rolling in without needing to have respect from his creators. Fucking, oh my god. I hate, the thing is, right, there's a lot of YouTubers on this platform. When they make videos talking about their mental health, it's so hard for them to do. Most people, I would argue, because it's a really personal thing, people will use it to insult them. Like, whole people will use that to in their insults and their roast, shit like that, in the hate comments. It can make some people who are uneducated think less of them. People think that their fans will see them as weak, even though that's not what a lot of people think. That's not what I would say 99% of people think when they hear about mental health. It's really hard for YouTubers to come out about their mental health issues, but at the same time, there are positives to coming out about them, because fans who have similar issues, who are going through similar things, can see it, realize they're not alone, and maybe that'll save some people. Maybe it will cheer some people up. Maybe it will make that one day easier to get through. And that's why people talk about it on the platform. It's not an easy thing to do, but sometimes it can help viewers, and sometimes it can help the creator. MiniLadd is using his mental health as an excuse, as a defense, as a wall that you can't criticize him for fucking manipulating fans and treating them like shit, being predatory towards these underage girls. He's using this depression, or whatever it is, which he's said about before in his videos, subtly to imply that you should not criticize me. Hey, you're a predator. Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been struggling a lot recently. I've really been struggling. Thank you, all of you, for staying with me. Translation: a lot of you have left. I'm gonna make you feel guilty about it because I'm struggling. Where could that lead? You don't want to leave me, so you should stay and make my wallet fatter. Fuck you, MiniLadd. Honestly, fuck you. He did some terrible shit, and he's using this really sensitive thing that creators have been working a long time to try and make more okay and acceptable to talk about and educate people about, you know, people on TV, and it's have been doing it too, trying to make people with these problems feel less bad about themselves and, you know, feel normal, which they are. You're not helping, you prick. You're making things worse, and you're selfish, and you don't deserve the platform you have. Sad thing is, 5.4 million people is a lot of a platform, and as much as you could do the worst shit ever, most people are not going to leave. Most people are not going to find out about it. Most people do not have Twitter. Most kids are not aware of what's going on. They will still watch your content. You're really uncomfortable to watch content that you record after the accusations come out, making jokes that you would before, while the people who are aware of what's going on know that you've lost all your friends, a lot of your audience, and you've definitely lost 100% of respect from a lot of people, including me. You can't go on pretending like nothing's happened. We know stuff has happened. And you know stuff has happened. You've known stuff has happened for the last 2 years. If you were a good person and wanted to better yourself, you would have owned up to it ages ago. You wouldn't have done it. You would have owned up to it and improved yourself in private, apologized to the people, and gone forward with it 2 fucking years ago. It's too little too late, bro. You can't come back making Let's Play videos once we know what you've done, and you can't put up your depression as a wall, as a shitty defense, to try and make people feel guilty for justifyingly criticizing you, fucking with, ironically, these girls' mental health. Wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be this video. Put a meme up, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I mean, I was not going to watch this. Maybe he does. Hey, man. Will Glitch, nice to meet you. Fuck you. This stuff just really pisses me off. I hate people misusing their platform, and I hate when they hurt other people and when they try and act like the victim. It really pisses me off, especially when it's to this degree and when it's affecting something as serious as mental health, especially around this time of the year and with what's going on. I'm gonna go. There's nothing else for me really to say. I was gonna record this for 15 minutes. It's been 23 minutes, so oops. Subscribe if you're new. Don't ever trust MiniLadd again. Just saying. Just in case you didn't get it. If you do have mental health problems or you want to talk to someone about it, or you want to learn more about it, I'll put some links and stuff in the description. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Say to your friends. Goodbye.
And it's hard to admit, but it's the reality of it.